All right. So, hey, Professor. I didn't really do much this time. I just followed the lecture and built more or less what you did, trying to follow the momentum pattern. So, not much, if anything, was changed to the scripts made on the lecture, but I did understand how the memento pattern was used to save data. Like, for example, if you click on this cube and you move it over here while the game plays, and then you save its state and then load its state, it'll pop back right here where it originally spawned, which is good. Also, the fact that you can move stuff around and save its state, and when it appears on the console, you can see all that. I don't know if you can see it through this recording, but it's fairly straightforward. It's basically what was going on during lecture, more or less. So I'm just going to run it. I think you already know what to expect. It runs just like it does in lecture. So, go there, pick up the cube, jump, drop it right there, and then you press 0 to save its state. So, like, for example, here's one of the cubes, like, you just move it over there, then you press 0 to save, and then you press 9 to load, and it would appear right there. For some reason, it's not doing that. In the lecture it did it, but here it's not really like moving. Like I saw when you were doing it, you moved it over here or something like that, and then you saved its state, and then when you loaded its state, it would pop to where it originally was, something like that. But yeah. So I also learned how to use the terrain feature that you were describing about. As you can see, very basic terrain right here, very basic objects. I skipped out on the tree because I wanted to focus on the memento pattern itself rather than just building another object the player can destroy, because the whole point of this assignment was to focus on the memento pattern. And so that's why there are no trees here. Yeah. And other than that, that's pretty much it in terms of what I have. So, I spent a good time doing the lecture. So I didn't have, because I really wanted to sort of get this memento drilled into my head. I know you have to download they work in tandem with JSON files to save data. So yeah, I spent a lot of time on that. So I know it's working on the midterm, but I couldn't really do as much because I really wanted to get this in my head, even if I don't get full marks on this. I just wanted to, go in and see what the pattern's all about, because I think it's straightforward and the application is somewhat straightforward. Um, but I didn't really get to that part because I wanted to see how it worked through your example. And yeah, so I know we had to talk about the midterm. I'll probably get that in by the end of this week, hopefully. I'm trying to get it as soon as possible, but that's beside the point. Moving back to here, um, that's pretty much all I got for you in terms of this particular assignment. And yeah, just working with JSON files and saving data of objects. So with that, thanks for watching, I guess, and I appreciate your help.